Thank you. My Lords, I've also got a very long speech, so I do hope I won't be holding people up for too long. Now, there are a lot of things in this bill that I absolutely loathe. In fact, I probably loathe it in its entirety, and I wish the government had never brought it. However, my amendment here is about changing the rules for criminal conduct authorisation by statutory instruments. What we've seen again and again with this government is little power grabs, little bits of erosion of our democracy through various statutory instruments that they've consistently brought over the past few months. Their majority of 80 plus in the Commons has simply gone to their heads, and they feel that they can run the country without your Lordship's house, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. So it's a pleasure to introduce the amendments in this group, and I look forward to all the important points that other noble lords are going to put. And the amendment is quite simple, just that the government should not be able to change the rules without proper parliamentary scrutiny. And let's face it, statutory instruments are not proper scrutiny. We're talking here about the state being able to authorise people, quite possibly criminals, to commit crimes. And even I will accept that that sometimes has legitimate applications, such as taking down terror cells or breaking up organised crime. But let's face it, that won't be all that this is about. It creates a set of extreme ethical, moral and legal dilemmas, so much so that it must be Parliament, not the government, whom I don't trust anyway, who makes the decisions on when and why this is allowed. I think that clause 55C is a tacit admission by the government that there are insufficient safeguards built into this bill, and that they want to backfill that with secondary legislation in the Code of Practice. Now, that just isn't good enough for something of this magnitude, and I want a clear confirmation from the noble Lord the Minister that this isn't what is intended, and they will in some way accept that and make it clear. And something the noble Lord the Minister said in the earlier group about not dwelling on the failures of the past. Well, that's all well and good, but if you don't dwell a little bit on the failures of the past, you are doomed to repeat them. And that's exactly what I've been saying all through, because we have seen repetitions of failures, and somehow the police, the government, security services, they don't learn fast enough. So please, I'm hoping for a very positive response from the Minister.